Yo, in today's video, we go over the recent MK12 announcement. Now, I mean, it wasn't really an announcement, but it is pretty much set in stone now. It's a 100% guarantee that we are getting MK12. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and we will catch you in the next video, baby. Let's get right into it. Let's go. Okay, so we finally got a teaser, right? After like, what? I mean, how long's it been since we really got actual content for like anything MK related, other than like the shitty mobile app, right? So this has been like since Aftermath. Since fucking Aftermath. I'm almost positive it's been since Aftermath, which is actually insane. That's pretty crazy. So let's go ahead and play this and let's talk about it. Let's go ahead and play it.
With 30 years of amazing support, and we're not quite done yet.
Okay, so I feel like that's like a straightforward teaser. Like, I really feel like that's just like a straightforward teaser. Like, obviously they're bringing Chronica back, and well, maybe not Chronica, but because the canon ending was Liu Kang was in charge of the time shit, right? So they were obviously like, something's happened, it's fucking exploded, and now every like time is going to start merging together and shit, right? I mean, I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, or like it's gonna be a time reset, or it's gonna be just essentially like all of the time frames are going to link together, right? So you're gonna have like older characters with newer characters, essentially like MK11, but I would say they'll go back even farther than that. Like, you know, everyone talking about like you know, the Great Kung Lao and shit like that. But man, I'm happy. I'm excited. Like, you know, a lot of people were roasting us, like, you know, oh, MK players when they get a shred of content. Dude, that's all I wanted. Just let me know that it's a for sure thing. And now they did. Now they did. We know it's a for sure thing. They are working on it. And that's all that matters to me. That's all that matters to me. Clean slate. See, that's the thing. I don't know if they'll actually go for the whole clean slate like scenario, because they did that in MK9, right? And like, how many times are they going to tell the same story? So I genuinely feel like it's going to be obviously a sequel to MK11, with like something happening with the time frame to where it's like it fucking you know, I mean, it could go anywhere realistically, but in my opinion, it's probably going to go to where like, okay, you guys remember what happened in Spider-Man No Way Home? Like, where he, like, essentially, like, created this huge, like, rift and all the multiverses and shit started expanding? I feel like that's what's going to happen. Like within MK. Wherever that leads, I don't know. I mean, shit, that could literally mean anything. That could mean a crossover game. Literally. I hope it doesn't, because I don't want a crossover game, man. I really don't. Like, I know a lot of people want that crossover shit, but all I can remember is how bad MK versus DC was. That game fucking sucked, bro. Even as a kid, I was like, this game fucking sucks, dog. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I do want them to bring back some OG characters, though. Like Sector, like Cyrax. Shit, I want them to bring back some old guest characters too. Like, I talked about this in my in what characters I would like to see come back for MK12 video, but I want to see characters like Alien, Predator, shit like that come back. I would be fine with Stryker coming back. They would obviously have to redo his design, because I feel like his design is a little bit dated. But they could make him dope, man. They could make him dope. Ermac, Kenshi, yep. We need all of that shit, man. We need all of that shit. Okay, so Core says, I feel like the timeline is shattered like the sand blowing up suggests. Then you have to assume the roster will be huge, merging every timeline. See, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. You're never going to have a huge roster. You're never going to have that big of a roster, which, I mean, I feel like MK11's roster is pretty fucking massive. Like, I feel like we'll have like 34, 35 characters. You know, but yeah, man, I'm super excited, bro. I really am. So one of the main, okay, so that's a good point, Breezy. So one of the main rumors is that MK12 is going to be a continuation of MK11, meaning that you're going to have the entire roster of MK11 with added shit, right? Another added, you know, base roster. And it's going to be a continuation, meaning that, you know, most if not all of the fundamentals and the mechanics of MK11 are going to still be there with changes, right? Now, how do I feel about that? I'm totally fine with that. I think MK11 was a damn near perfect game competitively. I know not everyone will agree with that. It obviously had fucking issues. Breakaway, fatal blow. But if they could tweak that, if they could just tweak the little intricacies of the mechanics of MK11, you have an amazing game there, bro. You have an amazing game there. And obviously, I think that would be great. Because you take a base roster, you build upon that, you build upon your mistakes, and you can only get better. Because here's the thing, let me explain something. If you take, okay, let's take this for example. If you take a brand new IP, right, you're completely rebuilding the entire game from the ground up, it could be very bad, right? You could make tons of mistakes. But if you just take your old IP, MK11, and build upon that, fix the mistakes that you made, dude, it could be great. It could be amazing. Need more combo variety? Dude, see, everyone says that, bro. And listen, let me explain something. Dude, that's one of the biggest arguments I see. Oh, the combos in MK11 sucked. Oh, I want combo variety. Bro, I played MKX back then. Not everyone was doing these crazy fucking extended combos. You had your optimal combos that most people would do, and that was it. And I promise you, that was it. No one was doing these outlandish fucking combos. You were doing your optimal damage, and that was it. Like, everyone is completely capping on that shit. Well, that's what I'm saying, Course. Dude, people, I don't understand where this entire mentality of shitting on MK11 came from. I swear that it came from people just fucking sucking at MK11. And then they just wanted to hop on the bandwagon, which essentially it happens every game anyways, right? It happens every single game, right? You have the wave that are like, ooh, MK9 was better than MKX. Ooh, MKX was better than Injustice 2. So you're going to have that every single game. And I promise you, mark my words right now, when the new game does come out, there's going to be people like, ooh, you could never handle me in MK11. That game was so much better. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be the same thing, 100%. But if I could have my personal, like, okay, let me give my personal recommendation. Not recommendation, but what I personally want for MK12. I do want the whole continuation for MK11, but the only thing that I want, man, is just fleshed out characters, bro. No more of this fucking like variation shit where you got to come up with 3 variations or no, man. Just fucking make your characters good. That's all that I care about. Dude, I feel like variations are good. Don't get me wrong, but if you don't have the time to fucking make the variations, don't make the variations, man. Just don't make them. Just don't make them. Because at that point, you're just rushing yourself and you're going to get these suboptimal fucking variations that no one's ever going to use. And it's just fucking shitty, bro. It's just fucking shitty. So please, and I'm not saying do away with the variation system. Like I said, just fucking make it to where at least they're like fledged out. You know what I'm saying? Like, to where almost, you know, okay, look. Obviously, there's always going to be a tier list. We can all agree with that, right? But, you know. It is what it is, man. You know, you're always going to have a fucking tier list. You can't really help that. But at least make the fucking suboptimal variations fun. You know what I'm saying? At least make them fun. That's all I ask. That's all I ask from MK12, man. That's all I ask. Everything else, you can change fucking everything. You can bring the run back. I don't give a fuck. I'm still going to be dominant. Okay? Just fucking make the characters fun. That's it. That's it. That's fucking it. But yeah, man, overall, I'm super excited, man, and we will see you guys in the next fucking video. Let's go.